Today we're going to be checking out a gorgeous hotel on the island of Phuket. The hotel in question is the Namaka resort in Kamala. This is located at the popular Kamala Beach. This is a fairly small and fairly quiet resort, but it does have some really nice hotels as part of it. This is on the western side of Phuket, around 40 minutes south of the airport. Getting to the town and its many beaches takes around 10 or so minutes on foot. The hotel also provides a shuttle service at multiple times throughout the day. Checking into the Namaka resort, it was certainly a check-in with a bit of a difference. The rooms themselves are positioned all over the hotel and it's certainly on a bit of a hill. There is a service that can be deployed at any time from the central reception up to any of the rooms. We decided to walk on many occasions and my room in particular was positioned right at the top of the resort. In terms of the room itself, you're looking at one of their premier sea view rooms. This is a couple of upgrades from the basic room type, but really in terms of cost was very minimal to get this particular room type. This room features an awful lot of space, a very light and bright and airy feel to it, and a particularly large balcony, which we'll check out in just a moment. In terms of the bathroom, this was really nicely put together. I was a big fan of the sunken bath. All of the rooms were really nicely air conditioned, which is certainly something that you need in such a hot, sticky climate. From a storage space point of view, the room certainly excelled here. Its large size definitely helped with that, I must say, as well. There was also room service as part of the hotel's overall service. This wasn't something that I checked out, but that was definitely something on offer. The views from the room were absolutely fantastic, and there was this large sunbed area and also closed drying area that you can make use of during your stay as well. Just to wrap up on the room tour, I mentioned the bathroom just a moment ago. This wasn't particularly massive when it comes to a 5-star bathroom, but certainly, as mentioned, that sunken bath was a really nice feature and certainly plenty large enough. I particularly liked the big floor-to-ceiling window, making the most, once again, of that absolutely superb view. Without further ado, let's head down and check out the rest of the hotel's facilities. Most of the facilities themselves are centered just off the main lobby area, so let's check this one out. From the main lobby area, there were some fantastic views back over Kamala Beach and out towards west over the ocean itself. Just below this area that you see, there was the Sea View Cafe. This was where the main restaurant was located within the resort, where breakfast was served, but also lunch and dinner throughout the day as well. This also played host to one of the 3 infinity pools positioned at the resort, and my God, was the view absolutely fantastic just from here. In terms of the food offerings, this was absolutely vast and these were really quite good value for money. There was a good selection of Western and more Eastern choices and also a really good drink service throughout the day. It was just the one food and drinks menu that covered the entire offerings across the resort itself. Earlier in the day, breakfast was provided. This was part of the fee that we paid for the room. The breakfast had some fairly strange offerings, an awful lot of more lunch-based, quite savoury options, but a number of good breakfast options itself. It was certainly presented very nice indeed and was definitely very plentiful. Just to check in on those menus, they had a really large both food and drinks menu. Some of the cocktails were particularly good indeed. On the food front, I would certainly recommend the chef selections. They were a little bit more expensive, but definitely in terms of quality, a step up from the rest of the food. This, just here, was one of the salmon dishes available on that specific part of the menu. Wherever you were across the resort, the views out were absolutely superb. Having the hotel positioned on such a steep hill definitely made use of this absolutely fantastic view. The main pool area was located just to the right-hand side of this shot just here and did also feature a swim-up bar, which was a very nice feature indeed. The price paid for this particular stay was around $60 a night, which included breakfast, so a really very good value hotel as well. Just looking ahead to January, those rates are certainly a fair bit higher, but I would certainly push very hard for some great deals on Phuket because they're certainly available.